Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen, along with my co-host,
Ronald McDonald. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But I do want to use some well-known established companies that are efficient, but not McDonald's. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But I'll use a company they own, which is Chipotle, as an example.
Okay, so we want to talk about the efficiency of companies and how we can apply that to our own lives.
Exactly what you said. Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't I not say that? I meant to say that, but I didn't say it.
Whatever, it's been said now. Let's jump in.
Okay, so starting with Chipotle, I know it well. My son, who's in college, works there part-time, and I went in to visit him. I'm like, wow, talk about efficiency, the way they get your food ready. I mean, it's designed that way, where it's a simplified menu. The ingredients go on whatever, almost all the things are interchangeable, right?
Yeah.
And if you've never been there, it's like Subway, but it's a salad or bowl or burrito. And there's like a couple different kinds of meats and some extra things to put on it, some rice and beans. And then it ends up with, so what he was telling me is they have this system called the linebacker. And that's where each person has their own job. You put the meat on, you put, you wrap the tortilla into a burrito, you wrap it in a burrito, and then someone is the cashier. But there's a person that floats around and kind of restocks everything. So each person kind of has their job. They know it well, and they rotate jobs so it doesn't get boring. But they are task oriented, and they just do that one thing, and then they pass it to the next person. I don't know if you've ever been somewhere where that one person kind of moves along the line with your thing, and then the next person's waiting. If you have enough people, this is efficiency. So if we look at streamlining alone, I mean, you have Chipotle, you have Southwest, which uses the same type of airplane to streamline the maintenance, the training.
Okay.
They get that, right? And they're good at getting people in and off the plane, and they have a system of how to clean the plane and turn it around there. And I'll talk about them and how they're changing and even getting better. And then I would say, like, today, when you order something and it arrives sometimes the same day.
Same day, yeah.
Or the next day. UPS has figured out a way using technology to streamline and simplify. They use technology to figure out when a package, like if it was going to be delivered at noon, but there's a bunch of traffic in that area at noon, they'll move it to 2. And we could do the same thing, right? We look at our Maps app, or we look at when we make an appointment somewhere and think, well, that's not a good time to be going there.
Right.
This is where this is where you take over.
Oh. Well, I mean, and Southwest, let's pop back over to Southwest. The efficiency of, besides their planes, but that they have the systems in place, and then they adapt them as needed. I know that they're changing the way they load the planes, like the people get on the plane. I don't know about loading the luggage and things like that, but they have a system and it works.
But they're not resting on their laurels. They're by the end of this year, like you said, they're going to have assigned seating. That's new.
Yeah, and I can't say I will miss the cattle call.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. They're going to do more red eyes, so they get planes in position for other flights.
Okay.
So, and they move packages sometimes in the storage of the plane. So they're another way to generate revenue. So I'm just saying they're not the only one. The other company that I read is also all about changing for the better. Oh, was UPS. Their strategy is better, not bigger. So they're just trying to do what they do better. And there's a lesson for us there. We always think, I want more.
Yeah, we don't need more.
No. Sometimes we just need, like I always say to my wife, and I'm saying this in a way because she agrees. It's when you save money, money saved is money earned.
Yeah.
Time saved is time earned. And I don't have time for that. Well, maybe there's a way to do something not bigger, but better to free up more time.
Yeah. And of course, going back, like systems are just, we could go on all day about systems because that's how you get things done efficiently. And, when you don't have to recreate the wheel every time, no matter what you're doing, it is more efficient. And that can apply to just about anything you're doing in your life.
Yeah.
You know, just even setting up to record a podcast. If you know, we have systems. And if you don't, then you're sitting there going, wait, now, how do we do that? Nope. How do you do that? So
it's a kind of a combination of boring is better. You know, why change it if it's working? But then there's also like I just discussed. You know, I would say all three of those companies are also looking at ways to be more efficient always. So it's a combination of what works, stick with it. But if something isn't quite working, how can I make that better? And looking for it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a big company. You just got to be you, and you need to be inquisitive. And then be back with us again next week for another episode.